Hello Sagittarius, this is Natalia with your monthly angel card reading for July 2015, and this is done on behalf of astrolada.com. So Sagittarius, I want to tell you about a little change I've made to your reading this month. I'm going to be choosing an angel card that is going to look in more detail at 4 different areas. So the first angel card is all about your career and your work. The second card is about money and finances. The third card is in relation to love and romance. And then I've got a final card for you, which is devoted to angel guidance, so wisdom from your guardian angels. So, Sagittarius, I have to tell you before I start this reading, the cards I've drawn for you are all so beautiful. And it looks like July is going to be a fabulous month for everybody, all the star signs. But certain star signs have got the kind of golden rays around their head, and you are one of the chosen ones. So let me tell you a little bit more about that. So the first card I drew for you, and this is related to your career and your work, is the Magician card. And the Magician card is just such a powerful, wonderful card in this deck of cards. And the cards I'm reading are the Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards, but they don't have any of the sinister symbolism of the traditional tarot. They're all about angels and unicorns and mermaids and things like that. So what is the Magician about in relation to your work? Well, you're about to manifest things into your career and breakthroughs that you've been waiting for and that you have been guided around, because there's a certain magic around all of this. And the Magician is very much about all of those skills that we acquire. And it can be over our entire lifetime that we do that. So you've been studying, you've been working, you've been piling knowledge into your brain. And no matter how old you are, you've been doing this over the course of your life. And you're ready to take that knowledge and those skills and to apply them in a way that's almost like it's got a little bit of destiny around it. So, there's those important times in our lives where we make breakthroughs. And we don't get to do these until we are completely ready. Because if we were given the things that we wanted in relation to our career, sooner than we were prepared for, we might muck it up, we might not be able to get it quite right, and we might not get another opportunity because of that. And I have lots of stories about that personally that have happened to me, and I'm glad that the universe held me back and made me wait. And I'm sure that perhaps if you think back to things that have happened to you, that you'll see that the pattern with that for yourself. So right now, this card is saying to you, you've got the resources, you've got the skills, and you've got the knowledge, and you're about to be touched with the magic wand, and you're about to be given the breakthrough with your career that you've been waiting for. And you know what? You feel like you're ready as well. Do you just have this sense of knowing, well, you're just kind of on the cusp of something? Well, July is that month, and I feel like it's starting right at the get-go, right at the very beginning of the month, because this is the number 1 card. So I feel like from the 1st of July, you'll know something, you'll get a scent of what is about to break through for you. But certainly by the end of the month, manifesting magic all over the place for you in your career. And, excuse me, this feels magical. It's got a sense of, like I said, destiny about it, where you'll just feel like, oh boy, this is what I've asked for, and here it is. So get ready to see and experience really great strides forward in your career, Sagittarius. And the money comes with that, because the second card is all to do with money and finances. And I drew the star card for you here, which is Archangel Jophiel. So you've got 2 archangels, and you've actually got 3 out of 4 cards that relate to archangels in your reading. So boy, oh boy, this is big stuff. This is powerful stuff, power month for you, Sagittarius. And Archangel Jophiel is the angel of creativity. She's the angel who makes the world a beautiful place. That's her role. And so she's the archangel we call on when we want to be creative, when we're doing anything artistic. But also, she helps us to be positive, and she helps us to stay optimistic and you know, just to be happy. Basically, she's a happiness angel. And you are going to be so happy in July. And if you're not happy in July, you need to give yourself a sense check and say, you know what? What am I missing? Where's the magic in my life that I'm not seeing? Because, you know, your life is so good, and she's here to remind you of that. And she's going to be able to give you happy money. She's going to be able to give you the kind of money that makes you able to make long-term plans in life, that keeps you feeling positive and upbeat, that allows you to indulge in those little things that make us feel good. So it can be little trips away. It can be, you know, those little life's luxuries, like a nicer CD player. It's got better speakers on it, or, you know, maybe that new jacket that, you know, you will have in your wardrobe for the next 10 years because it's so fabulous. Just those little magical things, maybe a piece of jewelry that you've had your eye on. You know, those longer term things that you know, give us a little treat and a pat on the back. But there's also a lot of balance around your finances as well. So Sagittarius, you know, it's like you look in your bank account and there'll be money there that when you pay your bills, you've still got money left over. It feels like with the breakthrough with your career, that money comes along with that. But you just feel so happy, like it's a really brilliant month. And what I would say to you is just revel in this joy, really. Joy is the word that's coming to mind for me when I think of you in the month of July. And hold that joy, because life doesn't always give us joyousness, does it? It's not always as lovely as that, because if we didn't have the downs, then, you know, we wouldn't appreciate the ups. So you know, in that holding pattern of joyousness, you know, really appreciate it and be mindful of it. Now, as if that wasn't enough with career and finances, I have drawn the love card for you. That is the soulmate card, and this is from the Romance Angels deck of oracle cards, because quite a few of you asked me what are the cards that I'm reading, and these are 44 cards, all dedicated to love and romance, so they're really great for being very specific. So you have the soulmate card here, and the words on this card say, yes, this is your soulmate. So I'm going to start first of all with the single Sagittarians amongst you. If you've been making a wish for that perfect someone to come into your life, then July could be the month that this is the month you've been waiting for, when you cross paths with somebody who is your soulmate. Now, we have many soulmates, and sometimes they can be friends as well. They don't have to just be romantic soulmates. So there isn't just one person for us. That's not what I believe. However, there is somebody very special for you coming up romantically, and with soulmates, there's this sense of recognition. So you'll know when you meet them in July that they are somebody significant. It's like you will recognize one another at a soul level, and you'll just feel that sense of warmth and familiarity, and you get along really well. You know, you kind of have this exchange between you where, you know, they if you're maybe a little bit downbeat, they're upbeat and they kind of lift your spirits, or vice versa. If you're really adventurous, they're maybe somebody who's a little bit more calming and, you know, soothing. But it's not, it's kind of yin and yang. It's that energy that melts together, molds together, fits together beautifully, just feels right. So where you're missing something, they bring it, and vice versa. So, oh, it feels lovely. Don't you just love love? I feel all uplifted telling you all about this. And then if you're in an existing relationship, this card comes to remind you that you have your soulmate, that, you know, this relationship is worth investing in, that if you've questioned it, if you've questioned their devotion to you, if you have questioned your devotion to them and whether they are the right person for you, the universe is saying, give it a go, give it a chance, really invest in this, because, you know, it's worth it. And July will give you the opportunity to really reconnect with one another, and to recognize those things about you and them the reasons why you got together in the first place. It's like you're going to be given a glimpse of the past. You're going to be given clues as to where you fit together most perfectly. And it's going to give you some kind of let up if there's been difficulties in your relationship, to allow this loving energy to infiltrate your relationship and to see the magic and the beauty in one another. And of course you're going to be feeling good because everything's going really well with your career and finances. And sometimes we feel like, when one part of our life is going really well, other parts kind of suffer for it. But because you're so uplifted, you're doing something you're passionate about, you've got money to indulge yourself with. And I think you should spoil your significant other. I think you should make some little plans together to do something that's a treat for both of you. And in doing that, then it will inject some more beauty into your relationship and closeness. So finally, Sagittarius, the card that I drew that relates to a message from your guardian angel is Archangel Metatron. And Metatron is the archangel who's all about clearing the vibes around you and making you think in the right way. And you can see around his head there's like this pentagram, this energy field, and it's saying clear your vibes. So keep your vibration high. And what I mean by that is we all have an aura around us, and sometimes it gets chipped away by the way that, when life's a little bit cruel, or we get a bit pessimistic and depressed, and our aura isn't weakened. And what happens then is, these negative thoughts can get in, and then they can kind of eat away at us and multiply, a little bit toxic. And so we end up feeling down and not being able to get out of a cycle of negative thinking or reacting in a negative way. And so it's about clearing yourself and shielding yourself, protecting yourself. So you can do things like when you get up in the morning, you can put on an invisible cloak of protection, or you can imagine yourself in a bubble of golden light that goes all around your feet and your head and protects you, because other people's energy rubs off on us. Even if we're walking around the supermarket, if we come into certain people who are like energy drains, aren't there? I'm sure you'll know. Somebody comes to mind when I say that there is somebody who, that they kind of make us react, or they get us down. We can be in a perfectly good mood, and then as soon as we're around them, it's like wham! Oh, it's like they throw this cloak of something not so great over us. So clear your vibes, and Metatron's here this month, helping you to shield you and to get you straight chakra balancing, all of that kind of thing. And when it clears you, to keep yourself protected, and to give you this stronger aura, so that, when it comes to mind when I think of the film The Incredibles, which is a fabulous little film if you haven't seen it, and it's about this family of superheroes, and their daughter called, I think she's called Violet, and what she can do is her superpower, she can put this force field around her, and then anything that's thrown at her, she deflects it. So it's very powerful. Nothing can get through this force field. So Metatron is doing that for you, but do it for yourself as well. Help yourself. Imagine yourself in this imaginary force field that nothing can penetrate, and only love lives within. Don't allow fear to creep in, because everything is just as it should be, Sagittarius. All is well, and life is super duper this month. So that was a general reading for all Sagittarians. So that applies to you if you have your sun sign in Sagittarius, if you have your ascendant in Sagittarius, or if you have a strong moon sign that you identify within Sagittarius. If you'd like a more personal reading with me, you can find me on astrolada.com on the readers page, and there are details of how you can contact me to schedule a reading. So I wish you the very best for July. It's going to be a wonderful month. Just remember to appreciate how wonderful it is. Take care, Sagittarius, and I look forward to catching up with you in August.